Hello, gossiper. Sharona here. So we have some breaking news on Will Smith. So this is from Variety, and it says Will Smith sued by tour violinists for sexual harassment and wrongful termination. You heard that correctly. So it says that in the suit filed yesterday and reviewed by Variety, musician Brian King Joseph names Smith and Trey Ball Studios management as defendants and accuses Smith of predatory behavior and deliberately grooming and priming Mr. Joseph for further sexual exploitation while on his based on a true story 2025 tour this past spring. The suit alleges that Smith hired Joseph in November 2024 to perform at a show in San Diego and was subsequently invited to join his 2025 tour and play on his upcoming album. As their relationship grew closer, Smith told Joseph that you and I have such a special connection, have mercy, and I don't have anyone else, among other similar expressions. So basically, he's like they're made for each other. They're the carbon copy of each other. Okay. Joseph, who previously competed on America's Got Talent. So if you want to see what this Joseph guy looks like, we just have to pull him up. Joined the first leg of Smith's tour in March 2025 for a show in Las Vegas, where hotel rooms had been booked for the band and crew members. His suit claims that his bag, which contained his hotel room key, went missing for several hours before management found and returned it to him, and that members of management were the only individuals with access to his hotel room. Later that night, Joseph returned to find that someone had unlawfully entered the room and left behind belongings, including wipes, a bottle of HIV medication, what? With another individual's name, and a note that read, Brian, I'll be back no later. 5:30. Just us. And I guess a person drawn a heart. Stone F, which Joseph interprets as a warning that an unknown individual will soon return to his room to engage in sexual acts with him. He notified hotel security and Smith's representative and reported the incident to a non-emergency police line. Now, see, when you hear stuff like that, he claims that just days later, a member of the management team shamed him for the incident and told him he was being terminated, suggesting that Joseph made the whole thing up. A representative for Smith did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. The suit claims that due to the termination, Joseph suffered from PTSD and economic loss. He is suing for retaliation, wrongful termination, and sexual harassment, and that damages be determined by a jury. Now, at first reading this, I am like, is he suing Will Smith? Well, yes, he is. Sorry. I meant he's suing Smith and his company. So I'm wondering, is it Will who made these passes, or was it someone who worked for Will Smith who made the passes? And just by using Will Smith's name, you know the attention it will garner, right? But then to read this, to for him to say, let me see where I can go back. Okay, so someone left medication, HIV medication. As far as we know, Will does not have HIV as far as we know. They left wipes and they wrote a letter with his name, Brian. Let him. So, how would that person know to come back for sexual acts? How does he, Brian, Joseph, think that's the reason why they were coming back? If you get what I'm saying. This is someone who broke into your room and you didn't report it to management, or you did, but this number has nothing to do with security, someone who can come and take incident report, nothing like that. An unknown individual will soon return to his room to engage in sexual acts with him. Again, how do you know this person wanted to come back to the room to have sex with you? And how do you know if it was Will Smith himself? I mean, earlier in the article it said that, Will Smith was like, basically, we're the same, and you get me, and let me see where he said the thing about Will Smith, because this is not making sense. Is this like another money grab? Yeah, so Smith told him that they have a special connection. Um, I don't know how I feel about this, in the sense that Will Smith, he's flirting with you, but I don't think Will Smith has that God complex to see everything that's going on in entertainment, with every other day someone being sued for SH, anything like that, for you to turn around and do it. And given your past, Will, with slapping Chris Rock, and one of your ex friends talking about walking in and watching you and Dwayne Martin having sex allegedly, would you be that brazen to go, I can get away with it, so I'm gonna try and get this person now, this member of my tour, to sleep with this person? Wow. Gossipers, what are your thoughts? Please like, share, subscribe. I'm we're gonna have to hear more on this. Come on, Will. I would like to think he knows better. I like to give him that, at least. Gossipers, your thoughts.